In the initial seasons of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the primary narrative was the rivalry between Kyle Richards and her sister Kim Richards. After spending the majority of their lives in the public eye as child actresses, the reality stars' years of rivalry were only revealed when Real Housewives of Beverly Hills premiered. In 2010, Kim and Kyle's initial indication of a rift in their relationship occurred during the season 1 finale, during which they engaged in one of the franchise's most memorable disputes in the rear of a limousine. Immediately following the altercation, Kim disclosed that she was uncertain as to whether she would ever be able to communicate with Kyle once more in a confessional. Subsequently, the two sisters and their stepsister Kathy Hilton have had an ongoing conflict. Kim and Kyle Richards' issues may have been precipitated by their childhood and their relationship with their mother, Kathy, who regrettably passed away in 2022. At a tender age, Kyle and Kim began acting, having grown up in Beverly Hills. "I began acting at the age of 3, Kyle disclosed during an early season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. My sister Kim began her education at the age of 6 months, as my mother would often remind me. Consequently, I began my education very late." Later in the same season, Kim disclosed that Kyle was her infant during her childhood and she would provide for her when her mother was absent. However, the dynamic between the sisters evolved as they matured over the years. "She has developed a protective attitude toward me." Kyle spoke candidly about her adolescence and relationship with her mother during her appearance on the March 2024 episode of the Let's Talk Off Camera with Kelly Ree podcast. During the conversation, the Halloween Kills star disclosed that her mother had made some errors by comparing her Kim and Kathy Hilton. "I recall her telling me, 'Why don't you do this like so and so?' to Kim, 'Why do you not emulate Kyle's behavior?' Things of that nature," Kyle clarified to Kelly Ree. Kim disclosed in 2016 that she consumed her initial alcohol at the age of 24, but her addiction manifested subsequent to the dissolution of her second marriage to Greg Davis in 1991. It began with the actress consuming a tumbler of wine each evening. "I began to realize that I was consuming an excessive amount of alcohol," she stated at the time. "That is when my problem arose." In 2024, a source informed People that Kim's sisters have been embroiled in continuous conflict due to her dependence on alcohol, despite the family's desire to maintain their privacy. Regarding Kim's challenges, they are approaching a critical juncture. According to the source, it is especially burdensome for Kyle, who has consistently been the family's chief source of anxiety. According to the confidant, she makes every effort to provide for Kim and, in conjunction with Kathy Hilton, essentially finances her existence. However, she is unsure of the dividing line between assisting and facilitating. "Did you find it difficult to have your relationship magnified on reality TV?" Andy Cohen inquired during the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 1 reunion. In a heartfelt admission, Kim Richards acknowledged that her relationship with Kyle Richards was influenced by her status as an original cast member of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. In addition, Kathy Hilton acknowledged during the Season 11 reunion that it was difficult to witness her sister's conflict on television. "I was preoccupied with the thought of my mother, and I was wondering what would my mother do," she clarified. "And as the elder sibling, I feel as though I have a responsibility." A rift between the sisters was not solely prompted by the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. In 2015, Kyle commenced production on American Woman, a drama that starred Alicia Silverstone. The show showcased a fictionalized version of Big Kathy, the moniker given to Kathy, Kyle and Kim's mother, and her experiences as a single mother during the 1970s. According to Bravo, Kim and Kathy expressed their dissatisfaction with the manner in which the program depicted their mother, which resulted in family strife amid its brief existence. The incident caused such distress to Kathy that Kyle was not invited to Nikki Hilton's wedding. In the outset, Kyle believes that his sisters did not fully comprehend the nature of the situation. When discussing her relationship with her sister to a coach, Kathy explained that if it can help more people pick up the phone or be more vulnerable and not squander time in a relationship, it is worth having on the show. In addition, she disclosed to the Daily-ish that she perceived her participation in the reality television program as an opportunity to spend additional time with Kyle. In September, Kim and Kyle were embroiled in a dispute regarding the relapse of the former star of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. According to TMZ, an incident occurred in a residence owned by Kyle where Kim was residing, and the LAPD was allegedly summoned. Authorities did not file charges against a woman, allegedly Kim, who purported violated a restraining order, as they determined that no offense had been committed. According to reports, Kim was residing at a Hilton hotel when she was allegedly placed on a 50-50 psychiatric hold and transported to a hospital due to incoherent behavior. Soon after her discharge, she relocated to Kyle's residence in order to facilitate her recovery. Kim and I are in a very positive position, Kyle explained at BravoCon 2023. Despite her separation from Mauricio Umansky in the past year, she has been exceedingly supportive of me, as she is aware that I have been experiencing intense hardship.